very basic functionality that we would allow people to view once they've created the story itself. And now we get in a little bit to the business opportunity behind it and some of the financials. And this is probably going to be from a very high, 30,000 feet, and not bore you with all the details. Children's books specifically is a $300 million a year business. That's basically tying into current brick and mortar operations. Obviously, we're wanting to establish ourselves as a substitute or a potentially furthering opportunity for people to get into this market in a little bit of a different way, a more interactive way, in a more emotionally driven way, in a more personalized way, rather than taking your kids to the store, which some people don't even have the opportunity to do. Rather allowing this custom creation ability and offering at the same time the benefit to would-be authors to tie themselves into this portal as well. Based on our profitability models and the way we would like the business concept to move and be profitable, whether it's VC funded or angel funded or bootstrap, that's not something specifically that we've tackled yet. We have options set up for all three. We're assuming that in year one, with some of the virally driven components of the site, we're assuming to try and average over the course of the first year 250,000 unique visitors. And then, based on some of our research and the conversion rates and so forth for average and average to top end online retailers, we're looking at a conversion rate of between 10 to 15% traffic. And some of our pro formas have things like the inevitable sharing that's going to happen, because that's really built into an author's component of building this content and then wanting to share that because of the revenue model. Because it's my content, and why wouldn't I want to share it? And then allowing that site to be the avenue by which that's sponsored. So there's some of the details on there. I won't bore you with any of that. But also here we have some of our target price points. These are still kind of up in the air. But in year one, the growth patterns based on the kind of traffic that we're wanting to drive, and conversion rates, and that research, and those figures that we put in, which we feel are conservative to mid-range. They're not bottom of the barrel, and they're not up in the clouds. To buy an ebook, $4.99. To create a custom ebook and then buy it is $8.95. With the understanding that just to create content is absolutely free. So we'll get into a little bit of the marketing planning and how we foreseeing growth in this model. Phase one, which is basically the beta test the first 30 to 60 days. What we plan to do is offer this kind of service to a lot of local mommy bloggers, and basically a beta test application up where we have free content being provided. Basically, we'll eat a little bit of cost to ship some of these books out and allow people to share this, and basically do the beta testing bugs for us. Phase two, 30 days out, is really when our proactive search engine marketing and other social engines really get going with blogging about the content that's been created in our first 30 to 60 day operation, and really getting the word out on that. So that eventually what happens is that anytime a new piece of content is created, anytime someone writes a review or hits some kind of a benchmark like that, there's this automation in terms of blogging, Twitter, friend feed, etc., that pushes that social media engine of continual content creation and really builds and builds for that viral nature. And phase three, once we actually get beyond maybe some of the original cash-strapped concepting, where we can move a little bit beyond the viral nature and the very low-cost marketing concepts, we can start creating relationships that will actually take more time and more effort on perhaps side of staffing, which would be to create and leverage relationships with national and regional organizations, preschools, daycare, caregivers, that would be able to leverage this not only as a methodology for education and interactivity with their kids, but as a fundraiser opportunity for these organizations as well, to give them kickbacks for fundraising opportunities for charities and for children's-based organizations. So where are we going with this? What are we doing? Right now, we feel that we have a viable business plan. We feel that there is a viable hole, a marketing need that we can fill. There's some pain there. And there's a brand, there's a site built, it's rough, it's dirty, you've seen it. But what's next? We don't have a business formation right now. We have 5 uniquely involved individuals, and we'll probably be forming, I would assume, a member-managed LLC very shortly. There's a lot of further application development that has to happen to build out the content, and the social media engine, obviously, as I've been talking about. And then down the road, 6 months, 1 year, what we see is the vertical markets of create your own XYZ, fill in the blank, create your own robot, create your own, etc. Other customizable children's and or products and or toys, etc. And then building that into a larger company for customization of those things. And more media outlets, obviously, perhaps for smartphones, non-iPhone applications, more media syndication, allowing that delivery in as many methods as possible. But that's where we're going. And any questions? Otherwise, I can just say, thanks, guys, for sticking around. It's been a great weekend. We've had a blast.